The game Paranoia changed me. This is more lore from high school, so stay tuned. I'm gonna explain what Paranoia the game is first so you have a little bit of context. Basically in Paranoia, you sit in a big group of girls or boys, whatever. I'm gonna say a question out loud, such as, who's most likely to get married first? Then next to me, I'm gonna whisper to the girl the name I'm thinking that's in the group. Say I'm like, okay, Shelby. Have to whisper that to the girl, and Shelby's in the crowd, and everyone's like, ooh, like, I wonder who it is. Who's gonna get married first? Like, who does she think? It's very, like, impending doom. And then you're gonna flip a coin, whether or not, if it lands on heads, you're gonna say the name. If it lands on tails, you do not say the name. So basically, the person that's saying the name probably does not want it to be heads, but if you potentially have your name being said, you want it to be heads. That's, like, the whole point, is it's, like, interesting questions, and you don't know who the answer is. So fast forward to my story. Was kind of, like, hanging out with the popular girls at this time. This was, like, early sophomore year, if literally anything, and I didn't really know any of these girls. Like, we were outside and this was maybe like 20 girls in a circle. I'm not saying just my friend group, y'all. I'm talking girls I probably in the popular group that I was never friends with yet, because I just started talking to these girls. So we start playing Paranoia, and I don't really know much about these girls. They probably don't know much about me, so everything's just kind of like, oh, like, no one's saying my name or whatever. Like, halfway through the game goes by, nothing's really changing. I'm like, all right, this is boring, because, like, no one knows me, so they're not going to say my name, obviously. And then the question at this one point, who's most likely to be unsuccessful? And everyone was like, oh my god, like, we haven't had a bad one yet. And I'm like, oh, like, I wonder who's gonna say. Like, I kind of had my thoughts in my mind. I had my people in mind. I was like, all right, I'm thinking so far. And all of a sudden, the coin flips heads. And we're all like, uh-oh, like, who's gonna get said? And this girl, you could tell, was like, shit. She was like, oh, fuck, I don't want to say this. And then all of a sudden, I hear Fabian. And I went, what? I was like, bitch, my name has never been said, and all of a sudden I'm getting, picked for who's gonna be the most unsuccessful. You may be thinking, Fabian, this is so dramatic, like, literally what? But when you're in a group of 20 girls who are quote-unquote the popular girls, it's kind of intimidating. And everyone just looked at me and was like crickets. Imagine the crickets are like, like, whatever the fuck sounds crickets make. And I was just, like, tearing up, because not because I was like, oh, they chose me to be the most unsuccessful, but it was embarrassing. And I was like, why me? And I was like, I feel like I do good in school, like, why me? And then I just did to, like, prevent myself from getting upset. I was like, oh, she probably just said someone that she wasn't that close to, so it was easier. But genuinely, I have used that as my motivation. This happened, like, almost 4 years ago, and that has never left my mind. I still think about it whenever I'm trying to do something. And the funny thing is I'm the most successful out of the group, because nothing fuels you more than hate. Like, seriously. So if that's, like, you have ever played Paranoia, and you just feel like, oh, this is so awkward, I wouldn't play Paranoia unless you're with your close friends, because it's like, your close friends, like, you could take a joke or whatever, but when you're in the popular group and you're, like, new to this, and all of a sudden everyone just says that shit, you're like, oh, that's nice. It's nice. Yeah, that was a fun day for me. I never forgot that, y'all. Like, this was genuinely 4 years. Like, that is literally engraved in my mind. Like, it's genuinely stuck. So just remember, this is how power